Months now, Queen City News has been telling you about the cleanup efforts from Hurricane Helene. Now, we've been on the ground. We've told you about the help that's needed and the help that has come. But how that is being perceived, even on the ground, is more and more dependent on politics. In fact, we've now seen differing perspectives twice over the last week on two important rebuilding efforts. Queen City News anchor Derek Dellinger now has a look at those perspectives and politics that's now being played that will likely continue to see.
Here in Catawba County, we know that there is still damage from Helene to this day. We also know that there are people that are still in temporary housing. But cleanup is happening, progress is happening, but how that progress is being perceived is falling more and more along political lines.
It is no secret that lingering damage from Helene is still around. At this site in Catawba County, a mobile home was here before a tree fell on it during the storm. Parts of the tree and the damage still remain, but the house is gone. The sheer scope of the damage has also been something that has taken months to clean up. And as one person told us recently, there's just so much of it.
There's so much, we get that. I mean, I mean, you drive around, there's just too much of a need.
But as this cleanup is now entering its fifth month, politics is now increasingly showing up. One could argue it's been there from the beginning, but it is definitely taking a bigger spotlight, according to Catawba College political science professor Dr. Michael Bitzer.
I think this is the new norm, has become the norm.
We saw this in two separate incidents over the last week. Monday, with the announcement that Interstate 40 would soon reopen, Republicans and Trump administration officials on the ground touting the progress.
I understand, I know the president understands how important it is to connect communities and make sure our goods can flow.
North Carolina Governor Josh Stein has been more diplomatic, noting the work of the state DOT and the work at the federal level that's been happening since Helene hit. We also saw this last Wednesday in Buncombe County, where some praised the Trump administration for getting the ball rolling on some cleanup efforts, though cleanup crews on the ground told us all of this came as a result of a lot of paperwork, studies, and months of on-the-ground work.
They've been very busy, and it's been every day, pretty much every hour, working on processes, policies, as far as getting the work going for the different missions. We think about private property debris removal, waterway, right-of-way debris removal has been going on early in the process.
Politics, as they say, permeates everything these days, but Bitzer noted that there is also a sense that somewhere in the middle might lie the truth. It's just up to either side to see it.
This kind of dynamic, particularly when the President Trump put FEMA into the crosshairs and, made it a campaign issue for this state, it really isn't surprising that partisan lenses are clouding and shading a lot of judgments on this particular issue.
Many have told us over the last few months that the help and the cleanup they are getting from Helene should not be a political issue. But for many, it's really coming down to what type of help is coming and when they actually get it. In Catawba County, Derek Dellinger, Queen City News.